Oh my God, did you see this study that men are 7 times more likely to leave their sick wives?
Now hold on a second, bestie. This study famously made the rounds back in the day, but was retracted in 2024 after a coding error exposed some significant flaws in its findings.
Oh, so men aren't more likely to leave their sick wives?
Not so fast. I had to do a lot of research for this video, like a lot, because I am sick of the gender war that happens in the comments.
Who are you talking to?
Nobody. Now let's go through the facts as fast as we can because people want to click away.
What?
There are 2 significant studies to look at. In 2007, there was this study called Does Cancer Affect Divorce Rates? That observed 1.4 million Norwegian married couples over the course of 17 years. They found cancer did not affect divorce rate with 2 exceptions.
Okay.
Men with testicular cancer were 20% more likely to get divorced.
Oh my God.
And women with cervical cancer were 40% more likely to get divorced.
Oh my God, why are the exceptions testicular and cervical cancer?
Well, the study speculates it's because these diseases impact intimacy and sexual activity.
Oh, that is both a sad and logical conclusion.
Now for the second study, in February of this year, there was an 18-year one that tracked more than 25,000 heterosexual couples ages 50 and older.
Oh.
These Italian social scientists found that marriages were more likely to end when the wife was in poor health, but not when the husbands were.
So it is true.
The same pattern emerged in everyday limitations. So when the wife was severely limited in her ability to perform the tasks of everyday life, but her husband wasn't, the couple was more likely to get divorced.
I don't like
But
that.
if the situation was reversed and it was the husband who had severe limitations, the marriage, it was no more likely to end. It doesn't look good for the men.
I knew it.
And when a wife was depressed but her husband wasn't, the marriage was more likely to end.
This study fills me with rage.
Now, the researchers did not test for any explanation of why the marriage was more likely to end, right? It could be that these wives are typically caregivers and the stress compounded when she could no longer fulfill that role.
How can I not be mad at this? How can you not be mad at this?
Listen, bestie, I am, but simply put, we do not have enough research to make a significant conclusion. One study indicates that silver splits are prevalent in Europe when a wife is impaired mentally or physically, but I will say that's one study. What I take away from this is that we need more funding for cancer research.
You're saying the real villain is cancer.
In late-stage capitalism. Because guess who brought us the cancer, bestie?
Capitalism?
Guess who is poisoning our food, bestie? Who is putting chemicals in the air at unprecedented rates with no regulation, bestie?
Capitalism.
You want to focus on the gender and culture war? Why? Did Luigi teach you nothing?
Luigi.
There is one real war, and that's the class war. And we don't need to be distracted and sidelined by stuff like this right now.
Luigi.
Because once we eat the rich, we can decide whether or not we want to let the men eat us. But for now, we have to focus on the biggest threat there is, the big C's. Cancer and capitalism. And if you leave your partner when they're sick,
You're an asshole. This video is brought to you by my biological sire, Squarespace. So in addition to being a loving father, Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online like a good father should. Whether you're launching or scaling your business, Squarespace makes building a professional website, growing your brand, and getting paid simple. Now, if you're a content creator like myself, Squarespace makes it so easy to upload and organize videos that you're displaying, or he can help you create paywalled libraries for your courses, tutorials, or workshops. Even if you're not monetizing your work, Squarespace also lets you fundraise directly on your website. So there's built-in donation tools that make it super easy to accept one-time or recurring contributions. And they offer email campaigns and marketing tools so you can connect with your community during kitten season. But we live in a world of websites, right? There's 1,000 search result pages for anything that you look up. So my dad offers SEO tools. SEO stands for search engine optimization. It helps you show up in search engines and bring your page up to more people who are aligned with your brand or business. You can go to squarespace.com/Anna, and whenever you're ready to launch, you can go to squarespace.com/Anna for a free trial. And whenever you're ready to hard launch with my father, you can use code ANNA to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.